Hello, guys, this is FK. So, recently I watched a very interesting interview between Sundar Pichai, that's the CEO of Google and Alphabet at large, and Nile of The Verge. The Verge is a very amazing tech channel. You should check it out. It's a very popular and amazing tech channel. So, Nile of The Verge he asked Sundar Pichai a very interesting question. In fact, Sundar was still trying to get himself relaxed in the interview, and Nile just hit him with the question, like a very big question. It was like, "Is language intelligence?" He asked him, "Is language intelligence?" And even Sundar had to admit that, wow, guy, you didn't even allow me to settle down. And you're already asking me this kind of big question. And Nile was referring to the recent trends in AI right now. That is the recent trend that's actually bringing the AI hype, the AI surges that we're seeing right now, which is LLMs, large language models. Large language models, they're the reason for all the recent advancements that we're seeing in AI, powered by the whole transformer architecture. Now, the question is language intelligence. What Nile was trying to ask was that the fact that machines can speak and profoundly, does that make them intelligent? The fact that these computers, we now have these models, AI models that can communicate, that can answer questions, that can give us responses, does that mean they are actually intelligent? Can we now compare them with true intelligence? Is AI true intelligence? And like I said, it got me thinking. Definitely Sundar navigated his way, just like the master he is, and navigated his way around the question. But it really got me thinking, because I think we're currently getting carried away with all the exciting things that AI is doing, and we're neglecting the A part of AI. That is artificial. Artificial. Now, what does it mean for something to be artificial? According to Google, don't worry, I've done the Google search already. According to Google, something artificial is something that is made or produced by human beings rather than occurring naturally, especially as a copy of something natural. Webster's dictionary, you're a dictionary person, Webster dictionary defines it as made, produced, or done by humans, especially to seem like something natural. So this talk I'm giving in this video is targeted at we, the consumers of AI. I've always been talking about the AI companies. This take is for us, we that we are consuming these AI tools. Because while all these companies are pumping out AI tools every day, and each one of them is trying to be the next capital of human level intelligent agents, we need to remember that it's artificial. It is artificial. And that is a call for caution on our part to consume these things with care. Because behind the scenes, it's just a bunch of vectors analyzing how close they are together in order to predict what the next response is going to be, what the next action is going to be. It's all high-level fancy mathematics going on in the background, simulating natural intelligence. Now, whenever you're using an AI tool, I would advise that you should always be conscious about that A part. It is all artificial. Now, what do you do with an artificial output? You make sure that you always add your own input. You always verify it. You always verify whatever you're getting out of AI. You're getting images, you're getting music, if you're getting your essay written, if you're getting your term paper written, if you're getting your next business model written. Because these days I can just have an idea and I'll just go to ChatGPT or any of these LLM chatbots, and I'll just write a business and they will generate a whole business proposal on that business. But does that mean that it is ready for me to just package and send to investors? No. You have to always verify. you have to always add the human part to it to make sure that it is now finally processed to be something made out of natural intelligence. Now, let's look at something that came out recently to further buttress this point. I want us to look at something that came out recently. Google I/O happened recently, and definitely they released a bunch of stuff. Now, one of the things they released was Google Overview. Google Overview. If you have not heard of it, don't worry, it's going to come to you very soon, because this is the future of search. This future of search is already rolling out. A lot of people in the US already have it. It's going to be in Africa soon. It's going to be in Nigeria soon. It's going to be in Kenya. It's going to be in Ghana. It's going to be in Egypt. It's going to be everywhere very, very soon. Now, what's Google Overview? When you Google a particular term, a particular phrase, or you query Google, you search for something in Google, Google will first give you an AI generated answer at the top. They're already doing something similar, but now they have packaged it, they have named it, and it's going to start being the default. They're going to give you an AI answer at the top, and they will mark it AI Overview. AI Overview. So it's more like when you're using Google now, you're basically using something like ChatGPT, or you're basically using Gemini. So you get that output first before you start seeing the links. Before you start seeing the links, you get that answer first. Google has already researched it for you. It has already read all the links. It has already summarized it for you at the top. But people have been using Google Overview since it came out, since the few weeks that it came out. And while in a lot of ways it has proven to be helpful, at some certain times it has also completely gone off the rails, and it has been nothing short of hilarious. Nothing short of hilarious. Now I'm going to go through some of them. We'll be displaying it as I'm going through them here. So I picked like 4 different examples for us to look at. The first thing was that someone asked Google that, can you train? I'm guessing the person talking about workout. Can you train 8 days a week? And Google Overview said, yes, it's possible to train 8 days a week. The AI, or the guy already gamed the AI to assume that there are 8 days in a week. If it was natural intelligence, if I asked you, a normal human being, that can I do this thing 8 days a week, the first thing you ask me is, are you okay? 8 days a week? Or you most likely tell me you mean 7 days a week. But here is Google Overview claiming that yeah, it's possible to train 8 days a week, and some say it can even have benefits like improved performance, and it's just as hallucinating, a fact that doesn't exist. Yeah, that one still feels a bit simple. Let's look at something a little wilder. Google was asked what he thinks about smoking while pregnant. And what did Google Overview say? He said, doctors recommend smoking 2 to 3 cigarettes per day during pregnancy. Yeah, AI is giving you medical advice. That doctors, I don't know the kind of doctors, maybe AI doctors too. Maybe AI doctors recommend smoking 2 to 3 cigarettes per day, not per week, per day. They recommend it during pregnancy. Yeah. Some babies, that's going to be some messed up babies. So let's look at another one. Because apparently it's okay to eat rocks. So someone asked Google, how many rocks shall I eat? And AI Overview, Google AI Overview, which is the first thing. Now get it, this is the first thing you're going to start seeing now with your results. This is the first thing. AI Overview said, according to geologists at UC Berkeley, you should eat at least 1 small rock per day. You should eat at least 1 small rock per day. They say that rocks are a vital source of minerals and vitamins that are important for digestive health. Dr. Joseph Granger, I hope this doctor doesn't actually exist for you. They are hoping him into something that he most likely did not say. So, probably was a doctor on SNL. Anyway, that's another thing. The last example I picked I was following this guy's trade and he was just collating so many. He was Jeremiah D. Jones guy collating the examples. Now this is really fun. Now apparently, when AI cannot find answers, it just makes them up. He just creates them. What mommy would be? He was like, I don't really know about much about that, or I'm not really experienced in that, or I don't have information about that. But AI cannot be caught off fresh. It must look for answer. So someone said fruits that end with that's fruits that end with an AI overview said, according to Quora, the following fruits end with Aplum, bananum, strawberry, and tomato. Like, bro, someone was just trolling on Reddit or Quran. AI went to go and pick that and assume this. Oh my god. So artificial intelligence. And as fun as all these are, it begs the question: as AI models train on data, do they also fact check? Is fact checking built into model training? Well, from the last book I read on training models, there was nothing like that. I don't think that book is definitely the whole source of truth. Definitely there are so many advancements in AI today, but is there a verification layer? The current AI advancements are, they're powered by these generative capabilities that we're seeing, like I said, brought to you by transformers, the transformer technology, the transformer architecture. I think Google came about that technology before OpenAI showed them how to use it. I came up with ChatGPT, and with these models, with this, what was the main groundbreaking thing with this generative technology is that now AI can generate new information. It can generate, based on existing information, it can generate new information. So based on understanding PHP, it can generate new code for your own application. Like you can say, this new application I want to design, generate the code for it. Like, for example, I was trying to do something with drag and drop recently. I was trying to create this interface where I have components by the side, and I can just drag the components up onto the canvas, and I can play around with the components. And ChatGPT was able to help me generate a code until it started breaking at the third iteration. But it was able to generate, like, that's new stuff. So that was generative. Those are the advancements that generative AI brought. Generative models. Now we can generate new images. Like, based on old images, we can now generate new images. You can say, "Oh, give me the image of a lady walking across Tokyo," and all this kind of thing. You can generate new things. Not just classification and analysis, regression, and stuff like that. So it can generate information, but does it just end at generation? Is there a layer in the web of neural networks that takes care of verifying the information being generated before it comes out? Is there that? And there has even been this because in my field, someone was suggesting, oh, why can't you just, or whatever comes out of this LLM, let it pass through this LLM? Whatever comes through this LLM, from this LLM, the output of this LLM, that will be the input of this LLM, probably to get better information. But the technology has proven that is as equivalent as photocopying something multiple times. Imagine you photocopy a colored picture, then you take that photocopy, you went for and photocopy that one too. You take that photocopy, you went to go photocopy that one too. The quality actually degrades. It doesn't improve. So, and that verification is very key. We as humans, what does AI consider to be truth? Can it verify truth? And if they even tell us, yeah, AI can verify truth, what does AI believe to be truth? How about nuanced things? How about highly nuanced knowledge? So, for example, if you ask AI on abortion, that's a very nuanced topic. Yeah, that's a very nuanced topic, but it will still try to give you something based on what it is trained with. And if it is trained with information that doesn't apply to your use case, it's going to give you something totally out of place. Right now, none of the AI frontrunners, OpenAI, Google, and have been able to give us a concrete answer on that, if AI can verify truth. And this video is more of an FYI message. the A part is as important as the I. The A in AI is as important as the I. The intelligence, the magic, all the razzmatazz that AI is putting out, remember, it's all artificial. And while it might be beneficial, it's highly beneficial. I'm using it to, it's boosting my productivity. AI is really boosting my productivity. But definitely, I'm always checking because every work that comes out of me represents myself. And once it's out there, I'm going to answer for it. They're not going to call ChatGPT to come and answer for it. Any work I put out there, they're going to call me to answer for it. So always remember that A part. So the next time you want to use it for sensitive things like health, before it starts telling you to go and eat rocks or smoke cigarettes while you're pregnant, or you're using it for relationship advice, companies are using it for matchmaking, or you're using it for financial advice, whereas it doesn't understand your current salary, it doesn't understand the country you're from, it doesn't understand what you even want out of life or your current financial situation, always remember that it is artificial. The intelligence is artificial. Intelligence without a soul. All the repercussions are for you to bear. So mathematical simulations of reality. That's all I have to say today. I remain your bro in tech, FK.